of Elizabeth Taylor, one of the most legendary stars of all time. Arriving at the historic Pantages Theater in Hollywood are the performers on tonight's spectacular celebration. The King of Pop, Michael Jackson. The Bacon Brothers, Christine Baranski, Drew Barrymore, Carol Burnett, Cher, Harry Connick Jr., David Copperfield, Claudia Schiffer, Whoopi Goldberg, Hugh Grant, Elizabeth Hurley, Arsenio Hall, Dennis Hopper, Patti LaBelle, Shirley MacLaine, Madonna, Martina McBride, Rosie O'Donnell, Paul Reiser, Roseanne, David Schwimmer, Rod Stewart, Lily Tomlin, and John Travolta. Ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Grant.
Well, hi, this is great. I should say straight off the bat that I am supposed to be Sharon Stone, and I'm extremely sorry that I'm not. I would very much have liked to be, and in fact, just briefly now in makeup, I attempted to be as well, but it was not a success. But I'm really honored and pleased to be here to, as it were, welcome you, the audience, and you, America, to this celebration of life and a birthday party for my second favorite Elizabeth. I say that. No, that's not fair. It's not fair. She's actually my third favorite because I forgot the Queen. Elizabeth Taylor, and you know, I'm a huge fan. I can't pretend I'm a really close friend, but she did very kindly invite me to lunch at her house here in Hollywood last summer. I don't think she'll be inviting me again. I was unlucky enough to be discovered rooting around in her clothes closet after lunch. I couldn't resist. I was in Elizabeth Taylor's house. What was I supposed to do? But she was very nice about it, I think partly because Shirley MacLaine was actually doing exactly the same thing. So anyway, I don't need to remind you what an amazing career it's been from her, you know, in Lassie at the age of 12 to now at the age of 65, in terms of being an enduring megastar and being an international symbol for glamour and class, and of course, as a tireless crusader in the fight against AIDS, which is part of the reason we're all here tonight. I say I don't need to remind you, but just in case any of you are under 3 or live under a rock, and I know there are a number of agents here tonight. No. Here is a brief retrospective.
All reporters downstairs. Downstairs.
Hello? The least we can do for posterity is record the event. They may want to put it in a time capsule.
If the lady's naughty but proper, if the lady's chicer than chic,
Have a go, Zippy.
if her escorts must wear a topper, and each man's the man of the week, if she rides around in a brand new foreign car, the chances are the lady's a star. If the lady's utterly charming, if the lady's chummy with kings, If her whims are close to alarming, and it's known she's thrown a few things, if they've got a drink with her name in Chili's bar, the chances are the lady's a star. If her smallest party is really extensive with tons of expensive caviar. If the lady's someone with the same credentials, someone with the same essentials, someone who is worshipped from afar, she's a genuine.
I've been in show business since I was 10.
Positive.
16 is such a nice age to be.
Totally.
I'm 20 and Bucky's 26.
Marvelous.
I stopped counting when I was 39.
Perfectly.
Hell, 40's a child.
Wonderful.
I'm 60 years old today.
She's a great big star.
Well, there it is. You know, what a body of work. Let's face it, what a body. She's dauntingly brilliant as an actress. She's very funny. She's very nice. She's incredibly selfless. It's hard to sum it up or introduce her, really. Ludicrous. But there's, in the words of a London taxi driver who was bringing me to the airport last week, he said, I'll tell you what Liz Taylor is, Hugh. She's a solid gold diamond. And it takes a bit of thinking about, but when you do, it's pretty good, actually. So here, ladies and gentlemen, the solid gold diamond of the century, Elizabeth Taylor.
When is heartburn worst for you?
When I'm lying down to sleep.
After my third cup of coffee. Or a spicy meal. Whenever it is, your worst heartburn calls for Zantac 75. See, Zantac 75 starts working fast, faster than Pepcid AC, and nothing works longer. In fact, doctors have prescribed the medicine in Zantac 75 more than all other acid reducers. The smart choice for your worst heartburn. Zantac 75, the final word in heartburn relief.
Change is in the wind. A change so sweeping, you might not even recognize us. Created for years of worry-free driving and protected by a warranty package that's one of the most comprehensive in the industry. Is this a new car company? No. It's a whole new Hyundai.
They're coming. Whoever you are, whatever length your hair, split ends are coming. Why cut them off when you can help head them off with Pantene Pro V Treatment Conditioner, the first ever root-penetrating pro vitamin formula to help restore the most damaged areas of your hair, reinforcing it daily, helping stop split ends before they start. Pantene Pro V Treatment Conditioners, for hair so healthy it shines. The reinforcements are here.
The good news is Little Caesar's Pizza by the Foot is big. That's also the bad news.
Guess what? The new Pizza by the Foot's so big there's something for everybody in here.
All right, let's eat.
Little Caesars Pizza by the Foot with Stromboli. Nearly 3 feet of pizza with your favorite topping on each section and nearly a foot of our new Stromboli fold-over pizza. Just $10.99 carried out. Pizza.
ABC Miracle Tuesday.
Your daughter has just given birth to a baby girl.
No one ever believes anything bad could happen to them.
Why is it probably gonna die?
The Connors face their worst fear on the year's most emotional Roseanne.
Followed by a classic bonus Drew.
I don't want to make out.
Then it's Al's wedding day, and Tim's the wedding coordinator.
Heidi, the band's wedding cake.
Yeah, this'll go off without a hitch. An all-new Home Improvement. And on Spin City, New York snowed in, but that doesn't stop a nudist on the loose.
I don't suppose you have change for $1?
All new ABC Miracle Tuesday.
Lords and ladies, all hail Cleopatra!
All right, boys, back to DreamWorks. Yes, I know a lot of you are wondering who I am. I know you're out there saying, I'm not sure, but if you squint, I think it's Joan Collins. But nay, it's me, Cleopatra, the Queen of Denial. The woman who tossed the first Caesar. And a few after him. The original Fertile Crescent. I've come back, Elizabeth, because I have a few important things to impart from the great beyond. A couple of things that Shirley MacLaine might not have told you. Because she's saving it for yet another book. First of all, I am here to tell you that jewelry is not the answer. You can't take it with you. Trust me, I tried. I was buried with all the stuff, and now most of it is in Candy Spelling's traveling case. Second, and I feel very strongly about this, we need to put more women in power. Yes, you see. Thank you for agreeing. Egypt ran very smoothly when I was queen there. If you could get a queen to run this country, you might solve some of its problems. Oh, no, wait, I forgot, there was Newt Gingrich. But you know, thank you. You know, third, I had to come back to set the record straight. Anybody who's ever had a past life claims they were me. Nobody was ever just the cleaning lady, for God's sake. If I were ever going to come back, there is only one person that I would come back as, or whose body I would come back in, and that is Elizabeth Taylor. Who else has had so many men at her feet, worn so much fantastic drag, had such an influence on so many people, and is going to be remembered for centuries from now? It's just you and me, babe. So, happy 65th, Elizabeth. And do not stop. Like myself, I'm 6,500 and 12 steps be damn girl. Happy birthday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Barrymore.
Good evening, Miss Taylor. As always, you look beautiful tonight. And we've got some great birthday presents for you. We have film clips, we have public appearances, and some home movies that nobody's ever seen, but we're all very excited to see them this evening. Most importantly, I'd like to thank you and tell you that you've been an inspiration to me, not only as an actress, but in my work in the Female Health Foundation in the fight against AIDS. You've been in this business since you were a child, and you still seem to enjoy it as much as ever. And so let's take a look at these clips with roles like these. Here we go.
Just about enough of this from you.
I loved it. Every awful moment of it, I loved. I'm gonna make the biggest damn explosion you've ever heard. I did go to bed with that young man, and I enjoyed it, Mark. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than you'll ever know. I'll show you who's sick. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Face it, I was the slut of all time.
What is the victory of a cat on a hot tin roof?
Just stand on it, I guess. Long as she can.
A celebration of life continues with Paul Reiser, Christine Baranski, Whoopi Goldberg, and David Copperfield.
School's out now. What to do? Cheese to the rescue. Make some hot cheese toppers. Crackers topped with melted cheese. Apples, ham, sure to please. Cheese to the rescue. To the rescue.
These have always brought me luck.
White Diamonds, the intriguing fragrance from Elizabeth Taylor. Happy birthday, Elizabeth.
You know, the problem with some of those portrait studios is they just don't listen to me. But Sears does. Sears doesn't tell me what portraits to choose either. I tell them. And I just buy the ones I like. The sizes, everything.
Now, during Sears' Best Sale Ever, save 50%. Get the portraits you want for only $5 a sheet. Choose the poses you like most in your custom session, only $5 a sheet.
The way I see it, if Sears takes the time to listen, I know they'll take the portraits I want.
What does it take to make tap water taste like this? Very little. The ingenious filter inside the Brita water filtration pitcher virtually eliminates lead and chlorine. Tap water becomes clear, fresh, wonderful water. Brita. Tap into great taste.
I didn't know what I was missing. I really didn't.
You were so stubborn.
My daughter opened my eyes to Pepsid AC.
No one took more Tums than this man.
Now it's one little Pepsid AC. That's it.
He can take one before a meal to stop the heartburn before it starts.
Or like my Tums after to relieve it fast.
So you're eating Mom's sauerbraten and loving it.
And sleeping all night.
Mom told me. Now all you need is something for all your snoring.
I don't snore.
You can be heartburn-free with Pepsid AC.
Drop it or I'll shoot.
Drop the gun and I'll drop the bottle.
Drop the bottle and I'll drop the gun.
Oh, both of you drop everything.
ABC next Monday.
Spy Game premieres.
Wanna play?
Happy birthday, Elizabeth. A celebration of life will continue in a moment here on ABC.
This week, school starts on Saturday.
And that's no joke.
When Dangerous Minds moves to its new time. Saturday at 8, 7 Central. This week on ABC.
I can't believe it. They took the stuff on top and put it inside.
New Totino's Stuffed Nachos. All these tasty nacho toppings stuffed inside this hot little bite-sized snack.
Biggest thing to hit this town in years.
New Totino's Stuffed Nachos. Hot, good, gone.
The main ingredient is Publix.
Watch The Baby Business tonight at 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Reiser.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Taylor. You know, a lot has been said and will be said tonight about Elizabeth Taylor and her acting achievements and her charity work, the longevity of her career, her heavily chronicled private life. But time and time again, what will undoubtedly people will come back to is the obvious, simple truth, the thing you cannot get away from. The woman is beautiful. This is a beautiful woman. I wasn't involved with it, but thank you. And it's not just that she is stunningly beautiful. It is that she has been beautiful over these many years. It started when she was a tiny child. People would look at her and say, that is the most beautiful child in the world. And it went on from there. That is the most beautiful little girl on a horse in the world. That is the most beautiful teenager walking a collie without a leash in the world. It would continue through the years. Why, that's the most beautiful Park Avenue prostitute in the world. Why, that's the most beautiful Queen of Egypt in the world. The fact is, Elizabeth Taylor always looks sensational, no matter what is going on around her. Let me illustrate. All right, now here she is in Sri Lanka. Everybody else has the plague. But she looks sensational. They're dropping like flies, no problem. She at most has a little headache, tiny headache is all you can see. Now here she is, she's washing sheets. Who looks that good washing sheets? Certainly not this guy, who sees her and has to touch himself in an impure way and suddenly feels ashamed. He feels dirty, he has to run away. She yells after him, "Oh, that headache is back." A little bit. Here is Elizabeth Taylor in the middle of a herd of stampeding elephants. Now, as you can see, she's upset because the butler is being eaten by the elephants. It's a loud, terrible noise because the butler does not go quietly, as you can see. Still, a beautiful Elizabeth Taylor. Now, this is my favorite. Watch this. She runs away, slides right into first, and amazingly, comes up, safe, and one hair out of place. Okay. She wakes up, one hair out of place. The same hair. You've got to do something about that hair. Now here she is waking up for a soup. Not only beautiful, 2 hairs out of place. Okay. But no drool on the pillow, nothing. Just a stunning, stunning woman. Not only lovely, but she wakes up with the strength to carry 200 pounds of gold bullion on her neck. Smoking, hacking cough, still, radiant, lovely. Here she is having a nervous breakdown. Now you would think, a tough day, but no. The eyeliner, mascara, perfect. There it is. Unbelievable. For decades, women all over the world, and frankly, a lot of men, have tried desperately to look like Elizabeth Taylor. Sadly, the results consistently fall short. And there is a reason for all this. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you will never look like Elizabeth Taylor. And do you know why? She is Elizabeth Taylor, for crying out loud. You are you. It's not going to ever work out. That's just the way life is, and enjoy it. Miss Taylor, happy birthday to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christine Baranski.
Good evening. E.T., extraterrestrial, elegantly tutored, entertainingly tenacious, emotionally telling, explosively theatrical, eternally thrilling, endearingly tolerant, especially tonight. I'm delighted to be here to add my voice to the chorus in wishing this extraordinary talent, there's one I missed, a happy birthday. As my friend Marianne would say after carefully making sure there weren't too many olives cluttering up her martini. Elizabeth Taylor is what God would look like if he wore Valentino. And now, from New York, where she is currently starring on Broadway, the unaffected and unadorned Whoopi Goldberg.
Juanita, that's the door. Get it, darling. Damn it, Juanita, open the door. Oh, it's you. Hello. Come on in, I've been expecting you. Greco, get the champagne. You know, it's so hard to get good help here in New York City. Come on in, Elizabeth. You look fabulous, darling. Fabulous. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental. But diamonds, ooh, hey, I'm here. Ooh, under all the diamonds. Honey, forgive me if I sounded a little strange, but I've got a cultured pearl stuck up under my throat. You know, I got 4 chins now instead of 2. I feel like I know how an oyster feels now. Ooh, yes, you in? Just kidding. That's much better. You know, when anyone asks me who my inspiration is, I don't say Mother Teresa or Eleanor Roosevelt or even Harriet Tubman. They're all fine women. Well, maybe fine isn't exactly the right word, but they're all distinguished women. But for me, there is only one woman who stands above all of them as an inspiration, not just for me, but for all womankind. Some of mankind, too. If you ever met Dennis Rodman, you'd know what I meant. And her name, no matter how many times she changes it, is Elizabeth Taylor. You know, I'll never forget the first time I saw Elizabeth. It was at a cocktail party, and she said, "Girl, you are sitting on a diamond mine." Well, I was so flattered till I realized I was sitting on her purse. She has luck, you know, and she was lucky to get it back because, you know, I'm wide. Since then, we've been really good friends, and Elizabeth has coached me through all points of my career when I was nominated for my first Academy Award for The Color Purple, which she kept calling The Colored People. I don't know why. Elizabeth gave me such brilliant advice. She said, if you win, melt it down for a bracelet. I never forgot that. And when I eventually did win for Ghost, it wasn't as big as I thought, so I melted it down for a ring. There it is. They change color when the heat is on them, like so many things. Now, how did these rich white women do it? I got a brooch wrapped around one of my dreads, and it's giving me a migraine. And I'm gonna have to go home now and take some of this jewelry off surgically. But Elizabeth, you keep on partying, honey, and don't worry about me. Because I appreciate all the rocks, and you keep them coming. And seeing as you have done so much for me and so many other people, many of them are in the audience tonight, I have something really special for you. You've made it to the big 6-5, and I want to do this from my heart. I'd like to present you with a little something no one else would dare to give you. Your first Social Security check. Now listen, girl, don't you go spending it in all one place. Unless, of course, it's Harry Winston. Happy birthday, Elizabeth Taylor. May you have many, many more.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Copperfield.
Thank you very, very much. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I love doing magic on the grand scale, but I also love the intimacy of pure sleight of hand. This is the unplugged section of the show, and for this I need to borrow a lady from the audience with a ring on her finger. Please, if you would. Very good. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to show you my very first trick. When I was a little kid magician, these are the shoes that I wore. These are air coppers. You put them on, you pump them up, and you're gone. This shoe goes into my back pocket. Here, let me get rid of my jacket here. Yeah, good. Into my back pocket. Right here. Would you reach down inside? Make sure it's empty. Take your hand, reach all the way down the bottom, please. All the way down the very, very bottom there, if you would. Yeah, just. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good, good, good. Thank you. Okay. Could you do that again, please? It's very, very nice. I love that. Yes, thank you. What does this mean? It's Copperfield, not Copperfield. Oh, why not? You're right, you're right. This shoe goes into my back pocket, just like this. I need to borrow one of your rings. Do you mind if I borrow one? The big one would be good, actually. Thank you, very, very nice. You know, with this magnifying glass, it doesn't get any bigger. It's really an amazing thing. I need you to take this, please. We're gonna get a nice, tight shot of this ring. There we go. What does that shot remind you of? The Home Shopping Network. Okay. We're gonna get a nice tight shot of the ring. Watch closely. The ring goes into my hand. Watch, watch very closely. Low, please, right there. Again. One more time. It's gone. My hands have never left your sight. But the real cool thing is, your ring has reappeared back on your finger. Check it out. That would have been good, though, huh? Well, my hands have never left your sight. When I was a little kid magician, I used to make my friends' rings disappear. Then the rings would reappear tied into the laces of my... You're really beautiful, by the way. Unbelievable. The rings would reappear tied into the laces of my shoes. Remember that little shoe in my back pocket? Yeah. I haven't touched it, I haven't come close to it. But I want you to look. Just look. Because tied into the laces of that shoe is a ring. It's really on there. Is that your ring? It is. Give her a big round of applause.
Happy Birthday, Elizabeth continues with John Travolta, David Schwimmer, Kevin Bacon, and the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
It was a painful way to learn. I should have been taking Advil. I'd been lifting and bending, and all at once, everything hurt. I tried extra strength Tylenol, but it didn't get rid of all the pain. My doctor said, for that kind of pain, I should take Advil. He said when pain's really bad, 2 Advil work better than any 2 Tylenol, even extra strength. Advil just works better.
And from the makers of Advil, Children's Advil. It lowers fevers faster than Children's Tylenol and lasts almost twice as long. New Children's Advil.
Low prices getting better every day. That's gotta make you smile. Always low prices, always Walmart.
It's everything you expect in a Disney classic. Disney's 34th animated masterpiece, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Soon, you and your family can share the magic, the music, and the adventure
Come with me.
of one of the best films of the year.
You're a surprising person, Quasimodo.
Bring home this great classic and see why it's the best Disney picture since Beauty and the Beast. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, coming to video March 4th for a limited time.
No matter how pure a soap claims to be, it will dry out your skin. Dove is not a soap. In fact, its moisturizing lotion leaves you feeling softer, smoother, more like you.
Unwrap a smile to raise your spirits high.
Little Debbie, America's #1 snack cake. By the box or handy single pack.
I haven't felt this good for a while. Unwrap a smile.
ABC Wednesday's making history when the stars of all 4 shows hit Vegas, and they're all there together.
Elvis, if you're up there, don't be cruel.
It's a night of big surprises, but the biggest is that Drew gets married.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
And when Needy and Luther get together, their dance numbers lighting up Vegas like it's never been lit. Viva Las Vegas, baby! ABC Wednesday.
Why did Michael J. Fox kidnap a Disney tram for an unauthorized tour into top secret territory?
Yeah, I'm having a ball at this place.
Watch the Walt Disney World 25th anniversary party Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shirley MacLaine.
I have known Elizabeth through 42 birthdays in this town. You can work out that math. She has always been very, very clear that above all, ours is an industry of show business. And with that clarity, she has played the game better than any of the rest of them. She has come up with the biggest sweet smell of success in the fragrance world. This is as important to Elizabeth as everything that's gone before, and for very good reason. Elizabeth's fragrance line is the only successful celebrity franchise in the history of sweet smells. So as one who has watched my friend operate with shrewdness and this incredible clarity, I say with undying admiration, thank you for your starshine, which inspires all of our hopes toward our own longevity. And thank you for proving that capitalism does not have to be cutthroat if it has a person who is at the head of the profit-making, who is loving, fair, and more than decent. Many many, many happy returns for another 1,000 lifetimes. It will be such fun, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Schwimmer.
As those who play them know, games are often played at birthday celebrations, and the latest to hit town is a little party game called 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yo.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Dave.
The premise of the game is that everybody in the entertainment industry is intrinsically linked down the line of life in one way or another. To illustrate the game, let me give you a few examples of how you can link Kevin to Elizabeth. Elizabeth Taylor starred in Butterfield 8, a picture that co-starred Eddie Fisher. Eddie's daughter, Princess Leia, is Carrie Fisher, who wrote the novel Postcards from the Edge. Carrie Fisher was portrayed in the film version by Meryl Streep, and Meryl Streep starred in The River Wild with Kevin Bacon.
That's true. Yes.
One more time. Elizabeth Taylor starred in a movie called The Only Game in Town with Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty's sister is Shirley MacLaine. Shirley won an Oscar for her performance for Terms of Endearment, a film that co-starred John Lithgow, and John Lithgow played the father in Footloose, who would not let his daughter, Laurie Singer, go to the prom with everyone. Kevin Bacon. Now, we could go on for days, but I don't want to. So, hoping there will be millions more of you out there to play 6 Degrees, it now gives me a great degree of pleasure to introduce Martina McBride and a couple of guys who are separated by just 1 degree, Michael and Kevin Bacon, the Bacon Brothers.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Elizabeth, thank you very much for inviting us to your party. We were trying to choose one of our songs that we thought would be appropriate, and this song kind of reminded us, made us think of you, because it's about women's inalienable rights, the right to change their minds. And it's called A Woman's Got a Mind to Change.
They say the only sure things in this life are death and taxes. Well, I don't agree, I beg to differ, 'cause the fact is I once met this old wise man on a hill. Wise man on a hill. Never gave his Uncle Sam a damn dollar bill. I said, are you afraid to die? He said, son, what you talking? Well, I'll be coming back. Is that dog you're walking? There's only one thing in this world that you can count on. There's only one thing you can lay your money down on. You can bet your life, your farm, your home on the range. If you got a woman's got a mind to change. And I said a woman's got a mind to change. We had our fling, we had our thing, but she went back to Mr. Right. I cried some tears, I drank some beers, I got in bed, I turned out the light. And then I heard this key inside my door. Familiar footsteps just kind of moved across my floor. Oh, baby, I thought you said that we were through.
I changed my mind. I'd rather be with
There's only one thing in this world that you can count on. There's only one thing you can lay your money down on. You can bet your life, your farm, your home on the range. If you got a woman's got a mind to change.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
For more information about the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation, please call 1-800-986-AIDS.
What's more amazing than the places you can go on the internet? The fact that you don't need a computer to get there. Web TV from Philips Magnavox. The internet now on your television at an affordable price.
Somebody once said the orange is the most perfect container ever invented. But my vote would have to go to the Orange Jell-O Snack Cup. You peel it, it fits in your hand, and holds the most fruity, refreshing stuff you ever wobbled around your mouth. And every week there are 5 lunches to be packed up, and 1 me to be cooled off. Guess that's why they come in a 6-pack.
Regular and sugar-free Orange Jell-O snacks since 1992, and still the coolest.
A nasty germ. It could make you pretty sick. And the worst part is, germs live on all kinds of things, even things we touch every day. But now there's Purell Instant Hand Sanitizer. Purell is clinically proven to kill germs on your hands that may cause disease without water or towels. So use it often, anytime, any place. After all, who knows what you're in line for? To help stay well, Purell.
Oh, I'm glad this day is over. Hey, you okay?
My arthritis. I could use some aspirin.
I've got some Tylenol.
No, I need something for the inflammation.
Beth, that's old news. My doctor told me most minor arthritis pain isn't caused by inflammation.
Osteoarthritis pain is caused by the wear and tear of joints, and Tylenol is the pain reliever doctors recommend most.
Maybe you'll start listening to me now?
Only about Tylenol.
Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
Send email, get sports scores, find dinosaurs. Is something missing? Exactly. The computer. Web TV from Philips Magnavox. The internet now on your television at an affordable price.
Hi, I'm Arsenio Hall, and I'd like to introduce you to my prized possession. Charles Barkley, 1995, he threw it at me.
Premiering 1 week from Wednesday.
I love you too.
On ABC.
Happy birthday, Elizabeth. A celebration of life will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Surge. It's a fully loaded citrus soda with carbos. Feed the rush.
There is a word for everyone when you want to have some fun. One word. One word. One word. One word. Blockbuster. Yeah. One word. One word. Blockbuster. Yeah.
A childhood punishment destroyed their innocence, and justice taught them one thing.
We need somebody to take the stand.
So you figured if you had a priest, it would be perfect. Vengeance. It's payback time. Sleepers, rated R from Warner Home Video, coming soon to Blockbuster.
I don't know what spaghetti's made of. Noodles. I was made of pasta.
I turn around and there's like a whole kindergarten class looking up at me.
I told him, if you want to know about spaghetti, let's go talk to a spaghetti person.
I told him that Publix pasta is 100% germ weed semolina.
Baby otters need swimming lessons.
Help me out here, please.
Know where my teeth went?
Yeah, I was a little foggy about moon beans.
He never told us about spaghetti.
Totally clueless about sea otters.
I was crushed.
They were impressed.
In all great meals, the main ingredient is Publix.
No wonder seafood's something you go out for just once in a while. Small portions, big prices, even the extras cost extra. You're ready for seafood at Shoney's. Order up one of Shoney's new seafood platters. Heaping shrimp, new seafood favorites, starting at only $6.99, including the salad bar. It won't cost you a lot of clams. Big portions, small prices. That's more like it. Shoney's for seafood. Let's eat.
Watch The Baby Business tonight at 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, from his latest film location, John Travolta.
Hello, everybody. Elizabeth, happy birthday, darling. I give you a big hug and a big kiss, and I thank you so much for dedicating your day to such an important cause. Now, just between the two of us and the 22 million people watching, I want you to know how much I've admired you as an actor. First, there's the phenomenon of being a Hollywood star, which you wrote the book. But then there's Elizabeth Taylor, the Academy Award-winning actress. Now, through the years, you've given us so many memorable characters and so many landmark films. So many women in conflict, so many passionate, larger-than-life, glamorous women, and such classic films as Giant, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, A Place in the Sun, and one stunning and totally de-glamorized woman in your masterpiece, Virginia Woolf, which happens to be my favorite. 66 films and 2 Broadway hits. That's a mighty impressive score in anybody's playing field. Now here's a scrapbook of your screen career highlighting the gifts that you've given all of us. I give you my love, and I give you my best wishes.
Wouldn't you like to go to America and act in the cinema?
Might be fun for us to go and see me doing things in the pictures.
As a child, I loved the fantasy world that I was thrown into. I went from child to young adult ingenue, then to leading lady.
With one look, I can break your heart. With one look, I play every part. I can make your sad heart sing. With one look, you'll know all you need to know. With one smile, I'm the girl next door. Or the love that you've hungered for. When I speak, it's with my soul. I can play any role.
Then they came.
Who came?
From all parts of the beach. And that awful noise they made. The noise of musical instruments all made of tin.
I guess you're about the best looking gal we've seen around here in a long time. I think. Prettiest I think I've seen down here.
Well, thank you, Jed. That's a very nice compliment. And I'm going to tell my husband I met with your approval. Oh, I know it's ungrateful of me, but sometimes it scares the living daylights out of me.
You mean, like walking down the aisle, huh?
Yeah. Every time I think about it, I break into a cold sweat.
Without a treaty of alliance with Egypt, you could not hold the territories under your command. True?
Possibly.
Then, Lord Antony, you come before me as a suppliant.
If you choose to regard me as such.
I do. You will therefore assume the position of a suppliant before this throne. You will kneel.
You're still blaming me for Skipper's death?
Don't you know that I could kill you with this crutch?
Good Lord, man, do you think I'd care if you did?
Skipper and I had a friendship. Now, why won't you let it alone?
It's got to be told.
But I don't want to hear it.
It's got to be told, and you never let me tell it. I love you, and that's worth fighting for. Not Skipper. Skipper is dead, and I'm alive.
Maggie!
Maggie the cat is alive. I'm alive.
George, who is out somewhere there in the dark, who is good to me, whom I revile, who can keep learning the games we play as quickly as I can change them, who can make me happy, and I do not wish to be happy. And yes, I do wish to be happy. George and Martha. Sad, sad, sad. been so long since I've thought about myself as an actress. I, along with the critics, have never taken myself very seriously. My craft, yes, but as an actress, no. But I wasn't all that bad, was I?
Welcome to Hollywood. That's what they told you. A child star in Hollywood. That's what they sold you. Grace with beauty, charm and talent. You would do what you were told, but they robbed you of your childhood, took your youth and sold it for gold. Elizabeth, I love you. You're every star that shines in the world to me. Elizabeth, can't you see that it's true? Elizabeth, I love you. You're more than just a star to me. Lovely Elizabeth, you have surpassed them all. My friend Elizabeth, learn to outlast them all. Many started back when you did, lost their way, and now they're gone. But look at you, a true survivor, full of life and carrying on. Elizabeth, I love you. You're every star that shines in the world to me. Elizabeth, can't you see that is true? Elizabeth, I love you. You're more than just a star. This is your life. You seem to have it all. And you reach your peak. They wanted you to fall. It's very sad. This world can be so bad. But through all the heartaches, when they put you down, you know you were the victor and you earned the crown. It's like walking through fire, determined to win. You were beating life's battles again and again. Elizabeth, I love you. You're every star that shines in the world to me. Elizabeth, can't you see that it's true? Remember the time when I was alone. You stood by my side and said, let's be strong. You did all these things that only a true friend could do. Elizabeth, I love you. The world knows your word now. Of all the things on earth now, I pray one day I'll be just like you.
I love you more.
Next on Happy Birthday, Elizabeth, Carol Burnett, Rosie O'Donnell, Claudia Schiffer, Harry Connick Jr., and Lily Tomlin.
Did you know itchy, dry winter skin can get worse from hot water and soap? Did you know sometimes moisturizers aren't enough to heal itchy patches of dry skin? And did you know, among these, only Cortisone 10 with aloe has a medicine to stop itch and help heal? So this winter, when you have itchy patches of dry winter skin, even eczema or psoriasis, remember the power of 10. Cortisone 10. Powerful itch relief for the power to heal.
There's a power that slows the wind and stills the seas.
Black Pearl.
A fragrance set apart from Elizabeth Taylor.
Your gift with any $40 Black Pearls fragrance purchase.
Question, Sugar.
Yes, Dennis?
Is it true what they say about the green ones?
That is an ugly rumor. It's a lie! How did this thing get started?
Okay, so you're not lime.
Lime? Where do you get your gossip?
A little hot under the candy, aren't you, sister?
Maybe you think he looks kind of sexy in your lipstick. Maybe he doesn't. Maybelline knows better.
Great Wear Budge Proof Lip Color. Put it on. It stays on.
Feels great, not dry.
Because Great Wear is triple conditioned. Gives your lips hours of luscious budge-proof color. In this season's hottest shades.
If only everything in life could feel so good.
Great Wear Lip Color by Maybelline.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Now for our annual report. Recent mergers have been fruitful. New product development is up and growing. Florida's natural premium brand, not from concentrate juice, is made by a co-op of growers. They own the land, they own the trees, they own the company. So unlike those big juice companies, we have a different idea about diversification.
Try some Grower Style.
Florida's natural premium brand, Growers Style, with the most juicy bits of orange. Taste the difference.
I'm Robert Urich. Meet the real-life heroes behind some amazing medical stories. These are the doctors who sometimes, against the most extraordinary odds, battle to keep hope alive. Vital Signs, premiering Thursday on ABC.
Who says lawyers aren't appealing?
I love the way you grilled the psychiatrist. I've forgotten how your cheeks flush up.
The Practice, premiering 1 week from Tuesday on ABC.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carol Burnett.
Thank you. When I first met Her Majesty, excuse me, but really meeting you, Elizabeth, was like meeting royalty. I was a nervous wreck because I was wondering how one of the movie's greatest sex symbol would get along with an itty-bitty small screen goddess. But not to worry, we worked together on a television picture called Between Friends, and much to my delight, friends we became. I would, oh, you saw it. I would even say bosom buddies, but I dread to think what the Globe might do with that one. Along with the gazillion things I learned to love about Elizabeth was her earthy sense of humor. We'll show you what we mean. Actually, we put together a few G-rated samples of Elizabeth's Way with a Laugh, because this is ABC. The first, if you can believe it, is from the classic TV game show, What's My Line? And Elizabeth was the secret guest.
Are you then primarily a screen star?
Well, I guess you would say so,
And do you play leading ladies, romantic leading ladies, rather than just comedians?
Oh, I just love those romantic roles.
Well, let me put it this way. Is your husband Michael Wilding?
Oh, he sure is.
And then you must be beautiful Elizabeth Taylor.
That's right.
Here's one of my favorites. Elizabeth does Johnny, the Johnny Carson show.
You made your first movie when you were, I think, 9 years old. But you've endured, and there's been this fascination. Have you ever considered why that is?
That's why it's kind of a miracle that I am actually going to be 60.
Yeah.
I've almost died a couple of times. I've read my own obituaries. They were the best reviews I ever had.
Wow. Did you ever think in your career of marrying a comedian? I mean, you know.
They were, most of them, comedians.
Nobody likes to have a marriage that does not work. And I've often made jokes about mine because I think sometimes by doing that...
And mine, too.
Yes, I have.
Well, I'm a Pisces, and we're very sensitive.
Yeah, what does that mean now? I was married to a Pisces once.
I'm sure you were.
Oh, I know.
And I guess this is everybody's all-time favorite. This one stars Elizabeth, Richard, The Ring, and became one of the highest-rated episodes in the history of Here's Lucy.
She's got your ring on her finger, and she can't get it off.
I've got to have that ring for the press party, love. I have an idea, love.
But it's pretty wild.
So you'd like to see the ring? Yeah.
Darling Elizabeth, you can do it all. Happy, happy birthday. We all love you so much.
Happy birthday, Elizabeth. I'm delighted to be a part of your birthday celebration. And as a little aside, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'm sort of planning to do a tribute to you. You know, I know how you did National Velvet so perfect. You know, I thought, can't really remake it, but maybe with a little twist my own way. I'm doing National Velveeta, which is the story of a young girl in love with a hunk of cheese. I do what I can. Happy birthday. I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Claudia Schiffer and Harry Connick Jr.
Hey, let's not start any rumors, okay? I'm escorting him.
Yeah, and I'm loving it, everybody. I'm loving it.
Well, before Harry starts, I just want to say how important this evening is to me tonight. You know, HIV has also hit a lot of women. We don't hear a lot about the sisters, the girlfriends, the moms who have been infected. But Elizabeth keeps reminding us it can happen to everybody.
That's right, Claudia. We're here to celebrate your birthday, Elizabeth, and you do look really gorgeous tonight. But also to tell you how much we believe in your work. In fact, the song we're going to do is a song I wrote. I thought it would be appropriate to sing to you tonight. It's called Reason to Believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome New Orleans Ambassador of Funk, Harry Connick Jr.
All right, now let's turn this into a party up in here. Put your hands together, come on. Feel good. My eyes getting heavy, hope I can make a bed tonight. I go to sleep alone, my true love stays unknown. Yeah. My life's an open book, it starts on chapter 9. I'm fine, a tangled web is easy and a weave. Well, you may not know my reason, I got reason to believe. I had my fortune told by a four-tongued lady. She told me I'd amount to what I paid her. I left her feeling worse than I did when I came in. And I know one now, then I find out later. Hey, I wish I had an easy mind and a pretty girl to hold my hand. It seems the closer that I get, the water isn't wet. And this lonely life of mine is the best I've ever had. It's not bad, no. My clothes the only thing that's on my sleeve. Well, you may not know my reason. You may not know my reason. You may not know my reason, but I got reason to believe. Come on.
Happy Birthday, Elizabeth continues with Arsenio Hall, Patti LaBelle, and Lily Tomlin as Tommy Velour.
We're talking bras that don't bind, pantyhose that don't pinch.
We're talking just my size. We're talking fit.
And now we're talking a lot more. We've got new fashions designed just for you. Casual wear, sportswear, even jeans. Nothing fits and flatters full-figured women better than just my size. To find it, just call 1-800-978-FITS.
Just my size. We're talking fit.
You're all-stars, performing all-star feats. They're the reason we make Ford Windstar with over 40 standard safety features. In fact, Windstar is the only minivan to earn 5 stars, the highest possible rating in government crash tests. A pretty spectacular feat in itself. Don't your all-stars deserve Ford Windstar? Created for the most important people in the world.
Hi, honey.
Hey, how's your checkup?
Fine.
Really?
Yeah, heart's good.
And your cholesterol?
Good. You know, the doctor said the healthy diet is paying off.
See? You better keep eating those Cheerios.
The FDA says that whole grain oat soluble fiber as part of a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol may reduce the risk of heart disease. And Cheerios is the #1 ready-to-eat whole grain oat cereal.
I always knew you had a good heart.
You did?
That's why I married you.
I thought you married me because I was good looking.
The one and only Cheerios. The sun is rising. See it shine. A new day rising. See it shine.
It's a new day with new improved Transitions lenses. Outdoors, they get darker faster. Indoors, clearer. And Transitions lenses are thinner and more comfortable than regular glass or plastic lenses, so you feel and look better. Call 1-800-NEW-DAY-5 for more on how you can see the new day shine.
A clash of cultures leads to a tragic murder.
You're who killed her. I don't care what you think, American detectives.
An all-new Blue. ABC Tuesday.
Primetime has been hiring contractors. Wait till you see how they did.
Water's coming in the kitchen.
If you've ever had a home improvement nightmare, this Primetime is for you. ABC Wednesday.
Happy Birthday, Elizabeth. A celebration of life will continue in a moment here on ABC.
From a bestseller by Robert Ludlum comes the movie event of March. The Apocalypse Watch, Sunday on ABC.
I didn't know if I could get into this father thing till I adopted Forbes as my little boy, huh? Forbes veterinarian told me about some of the things that can affect my little buddy's health. Then she told me about HeartGuard Plus. He loves the tender, real beef chewables of HeartGuard Plus. It plays an important role in raising a healthy little guy. And me? Well, I'm kind of getting into this dad thing. Hey.
Ask your veterinarian about HeartGuard Plus, caring for the health of your dog.
Wherever your mind's eye takes you, now you can bank there. AmSouth Now. It's banking anytime, anyway, anywhere. From your PC, telephone, or any ATM. Visit our branches or call 1-800-AM-SOUTH to open any checking account, and you could get PC banking, telephone bill payment, a check card, and direct deposit all free. So where do you want to be right now? AmSouth Now. From the relationship people, AmSouth Bank.
Here's a special investment opportunity you should take stock in. For a limited time, you can lease a Lincoln Town Car for just $4.99 a month with $9.99 down. Only $4.99 a month on a 24-month lease for the roomiest luxury sedan of them all. And current lessees get an additional $500 savings, which not only makes Town Car the ultimate expression of luxury, it makes sound financial sense as well. But the market closes March 3rd, so see your Lincoln dealer today.
Watch The Baby Business tonight at 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenio Hall.
This is kind of a trip. Hey, what's up, man? You excited too, huh? I'm excited because I've been in love with this lady ever since I first saw her in Raintree County. Anybody see the movie? She played a character that thought she might be part black. She had a nervous breakdown over that. I didn't blame her, though. I'd have a nervous breakdown if I thought I was only part black, too. Depends on which part, of course. When you think about Elizabeth Taylor, you think about the story of a survivor. At an age when a lot of people think about retiring, she decided to take on the most passionate cause of her life, the fight against AIDS. With over 29 million people infected with HIV worldwide, we've got to keep talking. We've got to all keep talking. The message is clear. Safe sex, period. Safe sex. Elizabeth, your love and your concern for the world is unconditional. Happy 65th. Have yourself a great birthday. And now I get the pleasure of unwrapping something really special. She's one of my best friends in the world, so I love this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Patti LaBelle.
You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. Say you're everything I You are so beautiful. Yes, you are, Liz, to me. Happy birthday, darling. Oh, when you're down and troubled, and you need some love and care.
nothing, nothing is going right. Close your violet eyes and think of me.
Happy Birthday, Elizabeth continues with Lily Tomlin as Tommy Velour, Dennis Hopper, Rod Stewart, and Madonna.
I asked my doctor about those new prescription diet pills. He said they're only for people who are seriously overweight, not for me. But I wanted to lose weight, so I talked to my pharmacist. He recommended Dexatrim. I lost 12 pounds, and I wasn't hungry.
Dexatrim, just one time-released caplet, works all day to help you eat less and lose weight.
The Dexatrim plan was easy. I lost those 12 pounds, and I feel great.
Lose weight with Dexatrim, recommended #1 by pharmacists.
It's 1997. No woman has to accept hair loss without a fight because Rogaine can regrow hair. So if you've inherited hair loss, don't give up. Rogaine is medically proven to get to the root to grow hair, and only Rogaine is clinically shown to help you keep the hair you have. It's the one doctors prescribed, and over 1 million women worldwide have used it, so you know it's safe to use every day. In the time it takes to comb your hair, you can apply Rogaine. It's so easy, and you don't have to give up coloring or perming while your hair is growing. And in just 4 months, it can grow. What was impossible before is possible now with Rogaine for women. Today, we have the power to regrow our hair.
Of all the luxury cars in the world, only Cadillac with the Northstar system has StabiliTrak, the world's most advanced integrated stability control system. StabiliTrak can automatically adjust the car's handling in all driving situations to help keep you in control. So ask yourself this. In the real world, which car would you want to be driving should the unexpected arise?
1, 2, 3. It's Red Lobster's Lobster Fest with the lowest Lobster Fest prices in 5 years and new lobster dishes like double stuffed lobster, plus all your favorites. It's Lobster Fest at Red Lobster.
The truth about Mickey After Hours, the Walt Disney World 25th Anniversary Party, Friday.
Usually, ABC airs all of its new shows in the fall, but we just can't wait. The first week of March begins 3 nights of incredible premieres. First, on Monday, Max London and Lauren Cash are spies taking on their own.
Stop it! Shoot him!
For the survival of the free world.
Reach into my pants. I've got a gun.
That's original.
Spy Game. Want to play? Then on Tuesday.
Ready for trial, Your Honor.
From the creator of Chicago Hope and Picket Fences comes the next great courtroom drama.
You think it's tough defending the guilty, try the innocent. It's terrifying.
The Practice. And on Wednesday, Arsenio's back.
The Arsenio Man!
It's television's newest comedy.
Hey, aren't you that guy from TV?
I am if you keep touching me like that.
Arsenio. So why wait till September for new shows when ABC can bring them to you in March? Because sooner is always better than later.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a very special surprise guest from the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, the swinging star who put the man in romance, Tommy Velour.
The shadow of your smile will light the dawn, will color all my dreams. And you know what color my dreams are, Elizabeth. A 1, 2, 3, 4, lavender blue, till it's lavender. I'm talking about jeepers, creepers. Where'd you get them peepers? Jeepers, creepers. Where'd you get those? I'd do anything for you, miss, anything, 'cause you is everything to me. Take it down, boys. Elizabeth, you are too marvelous for words. And speaking of words, I'm at a loss for them. Being in your regal presence, I'm not my usual self-assured self. You, babe, are royalty. Ever since we were kids, and I saw you in Lassie Come Home, I've been crazy for you. And you, Roddy, are one lucky dude. Yeah, get out your hankies. 'Cause here's the sad part. There's always been a dude between us, Elizabeth. You're a dude magnet. We're helpless. Chakunk, chakunk, gunk, gunk, chakunk. That old Taylor magic has got me in its spell. Those gorgeous eyes makes me wish I was your eye drops. Too much. Hey, is it hot in here or is it me? It's me. I'm too sexy for my tie. Too sexy for my tie. Too sexy for my shirt. Heaven, I'm in heaven. Heaven, my baby. You're a woman. Hey, Glenn. Let's don't get too anchor. Paul made me promise never to do that song. Seriously, Elizabeth, now that you and I are traveling single-o, I want to say to you, oh, when a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else, he'll change the world for the good thing he's found. If she is bad, he can't see it. And you're bad, babe. Bad like Michael means bad. I'm bad. Ow, bad. Ow, really, really bad. Ow. Hey. You know, I didn't mind that. Ow. Elizabeth, I hope I'm not out of line. Because you're once, twice, 3 times a lady. And there's something I'd like to give to you, lovely lady, just for being a shining, shimmering you that you are. Isn't it rich? It just isn't fair. I'm singing my heart out to you, but the king of pop's in my chair. You don't have to put this on right now, Elizabeth. That's why God gave us servants. Oh. I see you, you already have one. Just know that I'll always be there for you, Elizabeth. And if I ruled the world, I would always keep you safe and secure. You'd be by my side when I went on tour. And what a tour it would be. And now that I remember spring and all the joy that jewelry brings, I will be remembering the shadow of that smile. Happy birthday, Elizabeth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Hopper.
If you were going to select anybody to introduce the subject of Elizabeth Taylor and family, of course it would be me. And they thought Blue Velvet was weird, right? Actually, being an exemplary family man myself, there is a legitimate reason for me to anchor this spot, and I'm very proud of it. You see, after Rebel Without a Cause, which was my first movie, my second movie was a little Technicolor epic called Giant. And in Giant, I played Jordan Benedict III. And my mother was Elizabeth Taylor, and my father was Rock Hudson. Of course, I've been totally dysfunctional ever since, but Elizabeth, you've been an attentive mother, a wonderful gal to work with, and to thousands who bear the burden of AIDS, you defined what it means to be a loyal and faithful friend. Thanks for being there, dear movie mom, and caring so much for so many. Thank you, and happy birthday.
If you fell in love and were close to someone, it was automatic that you got married. That was the way I was brought up. That was, those were my morals, and it just, no matter how old I got, it was still like, you know, I had to legalize it. I'm a very committed wife. I should be committed, too, for being married so many times.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love, is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you.
If marriage was a giant slalom, I mean, I'm a bronze medal winner.
you're a gold medal winner, right? I mean, to put it that way.
I've got the neatest kids, and we're a very close family. They're really sweet, wonderful people. There's not a mean bone in any of them. So I did something good.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Hurley.
Thank you. Well, we've heard a lot tonight about Elizabeth's manifold achievements. But I must say, I think it's high time someone talked a little bit more about the quality without which she might never have become the person she is now. I'm referring, of course, to her Britishness. As Big Ben struck 6 over a foggy London morning 65 years ago, Elizabeth Taylor came howling into the world and, as is the tradition with all British babies, was smartly told to cheer up and given a nice cup of tea and a chocolate digestive biscuit. Anyway, my message to Elizabeth from her native people is a simple one. Jolly well done. And here to reiterate that is another compatriot, even if he does come, regrettably, from the less desirable end of the island. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rod Stewart.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my trouble, that's what you do. Oh, the morning sun ain't all its glory, greets the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my trouble, that's what you do. You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my trouble, that's what you do. Happy birthday, Liz, from one Brit to another. Fatherhood, Michael, at last, well done. When I need you, I just close my eyes and I'm away. And all that our soul wants to give you, baby, it's only a heartbeat away. When I need love, I hold out my hands and I touch love. I never knew that keeping me warm night and day. Miles and miles of empty space in between us. A telephone can't take the place of your smile. But you know I won't be traveling forever. It's cold out, but hold out and do like I do when I need love. I'll hold out my hands and I'll touch love. I never knew there was so much love keeping me warm night and day. Sing it for me one time. Just close my eyes and I feel love. There's so much I want to touch you tonight, but you're only a heartbeat away. Oh, thank you.
Happy Birthday, Elizabeth continues with Cher, Madonna, and Elizabeth Taylor.
You've probably noticed all of these commercials about yeast infection treatments. They talk about how effective they are. Even so, if you read the labels, you'll notice there's only one 3-day treatment that comes in the comfortable cream form most women prefer. Femstat 3. It's the only cream out there that treats in 3 days. 3 days? There is no better cure without a prescription. And what could be better than that?
Femstat 3, the cure that fits your life.
No matter how pure a soap claims to be, it will dry out your skin. Dove is not a soap. In fact, its moisturizing lotion leaves you feeling softer, smoother, more like you.
We're talking bras that don't bind, pantyhose that don't pinch. We're talking just my size. We're talking fit. And now we're talking a lot more. We've got new fashions designed just for you. Casual wear, sportswear, even jeans. Nothing fits and flatters full-figured women better than just my size. To find it, just call 1-800-978-FITS.
Just my size. We're talking fit.
It was midnight. I'm hurting. I can't sleep, but I'm worried about taking something. Is it okay? What am I going to feel like in the morning? Finally, I tried Tylenol PM. It stops my pain, helps me sleep. The Tylenol PM did the job. Next morning, I'm up with the sun and I feel great. It was our best run in weeks. A great way to start the day.
Rest easy. It's Tylenol PM.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Juwan?
Juwan, who?
Juwan, go McDonald's and buy me Chicken McNuggets.
Chicken McNuggets, now 6 for 99 cents, 9 for $1.59, 20 for $2.99. America's favorite way to dunk.
From tax breaks for fat cats to panhandlers who don't want to work, freeloaders, John Stossel finds them everywhere. And guess who pays? An ABC News special next.
A GMA exclusive. Bill Cosby shares his pain.
Mrs. Cosby and I, we want to find that killer.
Good Morning America.
ABC tomorrow.
Thursday, so you want to be a rock and roll star? Get in line. Turning Point takes you on a real journey to musical fortune and fame. Turning Point, ABC, Thursday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cher.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here tonight to celebrate a woman that I admire, an artist that I respect, and a humanitarian that constantly amazes me. 13 years ago, when the word AIDS was barely whispered, and before our government leaders dared to address the problem, Elizabeth Taylor got mad. And through her outrage and concern, she gave a desperately needed public voice to this dreaded disease. As Elizabeth spoke out, life, in all of its irony, galvanized her message, for it was at this time that Elizabeth learned that her beloved friend, Rock Hudson, was dying of the terrible killer AIDS.
I went to the hospital to see him quite a few times. It was like God had taken him into another room, and he seemed very at peace, and his memory had sort of channeled itself into the past, and he could remember all kinds of things that tickled him and made him laugh. He didn't know that he was dying. God had taken that away from him. I sat on his bed the night before he died, and he was in a coma, and he didn't know.
How can a tree stand tall if a rain won't fall to wash its branches down? And how can the heart survive? Can it stay alive if its love's denied for long?
We are at war with AIDS.
She's extraordinarily brave.
Use a condom every time you have sex, every time. Needle exchange programs reduce HIV transmission.
She is one of the heroes.
Where is the government helping us? Where is the government helping its people?
She's a fighter, AIDS activist for a lot of people who can't speak up for themselves.
Everyone is vulnerable. No one is safe. Anyone can be attacked. It is not just a minority disease. It belongs to all of us.
I think Elizabeth must be a very compassionate, very caring. I think it's pretty obvious that this is a very personal fight to her. And you can just see that when you see how much her foundation has done.
Well, if it wasn't for the AIDS Healthcare Foundation and people like Elizabeth Taylor's AIDS Foundation, I might not be sitting here talking to you.
Well, the important thing about the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation is that they were with us when we really were starting to provide meals.
I've never met her. I just see her on TV and I see ads and pictures, etc. The fact is, her hand still opens the door to my apartment when the food is delivered.
Taking care of the poor and feeding the sick is the highest precepts of my religion. She is doing God's work.
We will win. We must win. We must win for the sake of all humanity.
Ladies and gentlemen, Madonna!
Hi, Elizabeth. You look so beautiful. When I was a little girl, I wanted to be as beautiful as Elizabeth Taylor. I wanted to ride horses with my long, lustrous hair trailing behind me. I wanted to swing on a swing set with a velvet dress on. I wanted violet eyes and translucent skin. I wanted a 16-inch waistline. And I wanted Montgomery Clift, Paul Newman, James Dean, and Rock Hudson to put their arms around it. A girl can dream, can't she? I'll never forget watching A Place in the Sun for the first time. I don't know, I must have been about 11 or 12. And there's a scene in this movie where Elizabeth and Montgomery are going to kiss finally, and they come together. I don't know if they're dancing, they put their arms around each other, and their lips are barely touching, and she looks up into his eyes with this look that just kills me every time I see it. And seriously, every time I see the movie, it has the same effect on me. I was so absolutely knocked out by her beauty. I don't know what it is. I think it's this wondrous light that radiates from her, and it always takes my breath away. Much to my regret, Elizabeth Taylor has stopped making films, but her light continues to shine in a much more wondrous fashion. Without accolades and fanfare, without a movie studio behind her, without the star-making machinery of Hollywood, and without applause. Since 1985, she has worked tirelessly to raise money for AIDS, to raise awareness for AIDS, to enlighten Congress about the need for a needle exchange, to shake up the United Nations about educating third world countries. And so tonight we honor you, Elizabeth, for your courage, for your strength, for your convictions, for your compassion, but most of all, for your inspiration. By sharing your light, you have unconsciously given us permission to do the same. You are the most golden of stars. Happy birthday.
Thank you all for being here. This is my family. Michael, come on, your family. Come on. These are all my children, grandchildren. Brother. I would like to, I'd like to thank you. Thank you for the diamond. I want to thank you all for being here, for supporting me, for allowing me to be with my family on this, my birthday, which I'm not here to celebrate. I'm here to celebrate all the people in the world with AIDS. And this function has enabled us, because of you and your generosity and your big hearts, it's enabled ETAF to go places all over the world, Nairobi, Brazil, in places in America, places that you haven't even seen or heard about. And because of you, they will be touched, they will be fed, they will be nurtured with your love. And I thank you so much for that. Thank you. Thank you, and God bless.
For information on how to help ETAF, call 1-800-986-AIDS. Travel provided by Continental Airlines, now among the best in the business at getting you to your destination on time. Continental, more airline for your money.
Tomorrow, the Connor family has to face their worst fear as Darlene's premature baby struggles to survive on the most emotional Roseanne of the year. Then why does Drew really hate Mimi? The answer lies in the classic episode, See One of the Very Best, on a bonus Drew Carey. And Al's finally heading for the altar, and the toolman's the best wedding coordinator he can find. It's the most unusual wedding of the year on an all-new home improvement. After a major snowstorm has completely shut down New York, nothing is moving. That is nothing but the nudist on the loose. It's Spin City's most hilarious episode tomorrow.
It was just the neatest thing in the world to be able to hold her.
There's nothing as close as the bond between a mother and her child. But what happens when the mother gives up her child, then decides she wants her baby back?
It was like, I've got your baby now, see ya.